Now, 9 of the 11 former board members of the Rift Valley Waterworks Development Agency have availed themselves of the now joins us from the DCI headquarters along Kiambu Road with more details. A very good afternoon to you, Gladys. What more details have you gathered so far with regards to this particular probe on the dam scandal?
Rightfully mentioned, 9 of those board members that was summoned yesterday by the DCI have actually come to the DCI headquarters for questioning over the Itare Dam Scandal in Kuresoeg, Nakuru County. And just speaking to sources who are privy to the investigations, they say it was quite an interesting session in there, with many of those members going at each other in as far as the details of this scandal are concerned. Now, details coming to us is that there seems to have been a vacuum at the time where the Itare Dam project was actually brought to the board. And if you can remember, this was between the interests. Now, at such a point, there was a vacuum that was left in the board, and as such, now without full numbers on the board, they did not have enough quorum to actually sit and decide on the Itare Dam project. And at that point, actually, the project was actualized, and those were some of the questions that were coming up at the interrogation this morning. Now, as you know, and I'll just brief you just for clarity, is that some of those board members that were summoned to the DCI this morning included Lydia Maskonde, the daughter of the late former cabinet minister William Olentimama, and she was one of the Batonjo, Julius Lamau investigation, engineer FK Chengo, Baraka Amolo, and David Natich, all who are government officials in the Ministry of Water and Sanitation. Now, just to note is that these summons are actually coming sort of 11 weeks, or rather the summoning of the 11 comes a week after the Water Cabinet Secretary, that is Simon Cheglugui, was also grilled by the DCI over the same scandal. And it will be interesting to see how this pans out even as investigations continue. But again, sources privy to these investigations say with the others not here today, they were supposed to come in tomorrow, but there seems to be some documents that are missing so those investigations still continue with the board members at the top of the list. And also something to make note of is that the DCI was also very categorical that they intend to also summon yet again the CS for devolution, that is Eugene Wamalwa, and former National Treasury CS Henry Rotich, and the former Water Principal Secretary Joseph Irungu over the same scandal. They say this time round it's going to be a very intense interrogation, as they say they have a water headquarters here in Kiambu County where 11 of the board members that were part of the Rift Valley Waterworks Development Agency when the Itare Dam project was actually being moved to January of 2020.